We are here again with the character that I was doing in the last stream. Let me share the link so we can start properly. Okay, I don't understand what happened, but okay. Let's see. So last stream I added some basic color, some basic shapes, and I said that I was going to learn about a tool that will help me on creating the hair, because actually the hair for me is one of the trickiest parts. So this shape is not necessary anymore because the plugin that I'm using, it's gonna be very helpful. So to use the plugin that I'm talking about, I'm going to create a cylinder without the parts on the top and the bottom. It's gonna be kind of small, only 12 divisions, and it's kind of similar to the other shape that I had. But the thing with this cylinder is that it's just a reference for the shape. I'm going to create also a UV sphere, but this UV sphere is going to be only the half of the sphere. And I'm going to create also just a front, something like this. What I'm doing maybe looks like I'm going crazy and I'm not making sense, but bear with me and you will see that is not just fantasy. First of all, this is going to be the front reference for the hair. This is going to be the top reference for the hair, like in the other method. I'm going to create some subdivisions. And put it where it's supposed to be. Like here. I was questioning myself if the head was too on the front. The more that I looked, the more I convinced myself that yes, the head is actually way too forward. And I did a correction in another file just to see how it will look. And the idea is to make the neck straighter, not that slanted. Something like this. It is not a jump cut. It was just a shape. Let's see. Okay. The idea is that this shape resembles the direction of the actual hair, because from this shape the hair is created. So the closer I get the actual hair, the better it will be the results. Something like that. I did a previous commission that the hair was like this, in a sense that from the scalp, then went into the hairband, and then it got bigger again. What I did was, from this, I extruded and created bigger until I went to the last part. But for this test, I'm not going to do it continuously. I'm going to do it separated, because I think it's you have better control if it's separated than continuous. Saludos, primo. Qué bueno que te des la vuelta, aunque sea un ratito. Aquí ando trabajando en un modelo 3D. I'm saying hi to my cousin that he's looking at the stream right now. Shout out to him that he's a programmer. Oh, I messed up. Okay. This is the 3D models in anime. I'm looking at them, and they take each piece of the geometry, the dress, the sleeves, the socks, the shoes, the head, the eyes, the hair, and they separate those geometries into individual textures. I may be going to do the same with this one, just to create more detail, because doing everything in the same model makes the model efficient for performance in video games, but also makes it have less texture density. And if you don't have density, when the model is very close up, you can see the imperfections of the model. So the idea is to close it right around here, and then if I move it, I reopen it, and then again and again, and maybe around here. That's the idea if it's going to be a continuous shape. Maybe I do it like that. I'm going to see, depending on how the tool makes it, how the tool work while moving the settings. I'm having trouble with the music. The problem is that if you use anything that is copyright, YouTube makes the video not going live right away. So I'm thinking maybe just putting my own music on the background, so I don't have any problems with YouTube weird algorithm. Okay, so that's the idea, and I can also make the hair strand on the top. Let me add a simple plane, rotate it, here's the middle. Like this, it's okay because it's just a reference. And also I have to check the middle of this hair, because I don't want, when I do the mirror, I don't want the hair to have problems. the closer I get the shape to the final, it's better because this tool, now that I already been testing it and using it, it it saves me a lot of time, because doing the hair one strand at a time is just ridiculously time consuming. So just to see what I'm talking about with this tool, it's if I select this piece of geometry, I have to enter edit mode, select where the hair is going to be growing from, mark it as sharp, and now this geometry is ready for the tool. I go into the hair tool and click coarse from grid surface. It makes automatically the setup for me. You can change the generation, that it's from the edges or from the vertex, the hair type from NURBS to Bezier to polygons. Right now Bezier, just for looking at high quality shapes. How many hairs do you want? For example, that's how you can make a more realistic hair. And the number of points that you want. The more points, the more divisions it has, and follow the curvature of the original mesh. And then you have random spacing. You see, this is even. If you move it more, it gets messier. Same with the length of the hair. And noise amplitude. If you don't have noise, it's basically follow exactly the shape of the curvature. If you have a little bit of noise, it starts to mess around like this too. So basically what I want is to have let me check. Is it the I'm going to change one of my presets. Wait, how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Per snap amount. After you have this, you can change some things like the taper. The taper is the way that the hair is going to be going into the end, for example into a point, or if you don't want to be very pointy, you can make it thicker until the end. You can even change the curve profile. To make it even thicker. And I can reselect them and click again curve grid from surface to continue modifying it. No. I just forgot how to adjust curve profile. Oh yeah, it's this one. Adjust curve profile. Instead of going into the curve and edit it, you can do it with this strand version. You can make it more clear, the divisions. Right now I think I'm going with that. And if I move now the reference, the hair does not update. But if I click again and click on the curves from grid surface, it makes the update. So it's a double step process, but it's better to do it this way. I have to select the curve, not the sculpt. The curve, and then you click on curves from grid surface. This is one, and now that I have this one, I can make a preset from this, and I call Wendy's hair. I do a preset because the minor details that I change can be reused for the next step. For example, select this one. I have to enter, select my sharp. Now I can make it. Select the preset, and in this case, only one strand, taper, and OK. I can go into taper in this case and make something like this. I'm going to curve profile, make it thicker, and where else? And add a little bit more divisions so it's not that polygonal, so it has more curve. And now for the next part, I'm going to see how the hair looks if I did the hair from this shape. Like in the other one, I have to select where the hair is born from. In this case, that part. Just a quick check. Maybe I can move this a little bit. And this a little bit too. Let's see how that works. I think it's a stretch to think it's going to work very well, but I don't lose anything trying. Okay, so I select the first part, mark sharp, I'm going to the hair, and then curve from grid surface. And go into my presets, Wendy's hair. Okay, it's kinda messy. Let's see if I make it smaller and have more hair. 23 and taper. Maybe not taper on the beginning and only in the end. Kinda. I'm going to go and create just another one. Let's see. Okay. This part on my other model, I went into the edit mode after finishing the curve setup and make it narrower from the polygons itself. Transitions, randomize length. And a little bit more divisions just to see if that helps. It helps a little. I think I like these ones a lot. Now that I have a kind of the shape, I can select this and go into mirror. Okay, I have to all transforms. Mirror, that's it. Now I have the mirror properly. Where is okay, here is it. I want to take the bows, leave it here. So right now, if I want to make changes, I can make the changes directly on the curves, move it one by one, or I can go into the hair and select the hair shape and making the correction there. By the way, I have to turn on my... Where is it? Something happened to my screencast. Let me reload it. There you go. Shortcut VR. Start on the left, and there you go. Here is a screencast. A little bit to the top. Right now, this tool, if I go into the material, this tool is automatically related to a texture that has this hair, but I'm not interested right now in using that hair because it's going to be polygonal and I actually need the full color. So instead of using the hair from here, I'm going to reuse the color that I already did. It's a color reference. At the end, I'm going to put the UVs where they're supposed to be. But for now, we can do this. Okay. So this is the basic hair shape. Let's see now in a second step how can we make it better. Okay, if I go into the drawing, I can see that the hair, my hair, is slanted to the left, so I can make it something like this. Maybe. Make this thing update. Now it's a little bit to the side. Hey Natsuru, how are you? We're working on this model from a drawing that I made a long time ago. This was supposed to be my first Vrchat model, but the results wasn't as expected, so I decided to just drop it. But now that I found the drawing, I wanted to make it a reality now and finally create this character. and it's coming along very well, better than I expected. In this case, I missed a curve, but because these are editable, not edible, I can just select it, duplicate it, and arrange it as I want. So it's an awesome tool, the hair tool, because like I said, the process of doing curve by curve at a time, it's very tedious and painful. But doing like this, that you have a tool that you select it and repopulates the shapes, it's easier. It's way easier to do it by hand. Oh. My question is if I delete this thing and I re-click on this, okay, it lost the reference. If I revert it, okay, it lost the configuration. Okay, so basically I cannot go back to the menu if I already changed the position. So it's a very methodic way to do it, but it's worth it. And for this hair that is not ready yet, I can go into curves and grid surfaces and continue moving and adjusting until I'm pleased. For example, if I add more, oh, my limit is 20. I didn't remember that. In this case, I think the hair is more polygonal than I want, so I can add a little bit just to have it, yes, like that. But the other thing is that having it that big, maybe I need less copies, but wider. Something like this. And I just, at the end, arrange them to fill the holes. And if needed, I make a duplication of 1 or 2 extras. But like this, I think it's, if you look it for afar, I think it's closer to what I want. What I don't want, what I don't like right now is this part. And also this thing is very, very close. Move. Move, cow. Okay, I select the hair again, going to the curves. It's a little bit. It's resetting my widget. 1.65. Okay. 1.65. In case the thing resets again. And I'm going to be trying to get better this thing because like it's a very chaotic, very chaotic. And it's supposed to be curly. If I generate the curls, let me say first, it makes curls all the way. And it's cool because you can make a lot of curls. Hey, maybe I'm not that disappointed. Maybe. What do you think? Is it better straight down or with curls? Or something like this, just the tip have curly hair. I like it. Wow, if I could animate this, that would be so cool. Having like a live hair. With the curls. Oh yeah. Let me see what else can I move that helps. See up, minimum, see align. Okay. My biggest problem is this part. It's not following the shape that it's supposed to be having from here. I'm fine with the part on the bottom, but not with the part on the beginning. So I have to check where I can fix that. Straight, very straight. Curve frequency. Damn, that's crazy curve. Also, I saw that, yeah, it resets the taper. There you go. Oh, okay. And now it's crazy on the beginning. I have to change this. Like I said, always doing hair and underwear is a nightmare. Oh, wrong button. I remember a tutorial that I was looking at that it says how to fix the thing with the hair. Let me check real quick. Blender hair 2 curl. There you go, here's the tutorial. Do you want to look at the tutorial with me? Let me change my screens. Then this tutorial is from the people that made the tool. The tool is it costs because it's a very advanced tool. It's not like a free tool. In this case, he's saying the same. He's saying to use the scalp and do the things, the geometry. It's even, okay. Okay, he makes the hair cards, and there you go. Here's the problem. He's saying that in some places the curvature is not working correctly. So let's see what does he do to align curve tilt. Okay. Select the hair. Target sphere. Yeah, that's the sphere. Yeah, the name of sphere. Okay. Align curve tilt. Okay, let me see if that works. So he's saying select this thing and select align curve tilt. There you go. That's this button that helps. And there you go. Now it's fixed. And it's beautiful. Now I have to continue and adjust the length and adjust what else? Oh yeah, the curls. My question is, does it reset aligning the curve tilt? Does it resets the curls? Let me see. I'm going to do crazy curls. No, it does not reset, so it's okay. Oh, okay, the curls are wait. Sorry, the music changed. Okay, and what I'm looking at the reference is that I have to do it very, very methodic. The first, let me change the music again because it's getting louder and louder. Okay, so I have to be very methodic. I have to select the hair. I'm going to the curve menu, make it work, and then going to adjust the shape. Like I say, 165, 150. Add the taper. Okay. And then add the curls. What if I... Okay, more curls. Not that much. Okay, this is offset only. My bad. Okay, the gravity is making it just affect to the bottom part. Random direction is just to make more difference. Okay, I think this is going to be the presets when this curl. In any case that I want to go back to this preset, here's the preset. And finally, align curve tilt. So I can, oh, the taper is very, very bad. Not that big. Not that big. I don't know what happened. Something happened here. Let me check. Taper curve. What if I go almost? Okay, this is basically another way to do things. And I think from this I can actually start working with the hair. She has very, very crazy hair now. I like it. I like it. Maybe I don't like that the curl went into this part. So once again I'll have to do general and then curls, preset, and avoid which one was it? Okay, this is the original. Okay. There you go. Taper. And this is better. Now the final step will be to start doing the minor tweaks. And maybe on the top, actually I want to create a duplicate of this one. And delete these parts. Rotate, not extrude. Work. Mark sharp. There you go. Now from this reference I want to check and try to use this one as two tools. Oh, I want to save this shape, but I cannot. I have to reset it. That's too bad. Yeah, basically like that. Also in this case, I don't need that many divisions. Yeah, like that. Select the hair, we arrange, and that's it. There you go. Now I have exactly all the hair shapes as the original. I don't want to lose my editables, So what I'm going to do is actually select everything, including the references. If I move it, that's all the hair. Make a new collection. This is going to be hair to hair editable. And from this I'm going to make a duplication, so I have my originals. Hair mesh. The cool thing working with this tool is that if I make these meshes into from curves to mesh, and I go to the UV editing, I have already the UVs, so it's not a problem to texture them. So right now I'm going to go, where's the modeling? Here is it. And select everything and convert it to mesh, convert it to mesh, convert it to mesh. And now I can delete the references. And start working with the actual hair. If I have some problems like this, for example, I can move it and see, does it makes it works, or better if I delete it. For example, if I delete only the top half, I think it's not going to be a problem. So there you go, and it's cleaner. The only thing is that I have to do exactly the same on the other side. Oh, I delete the wrong side. Faces. Wait, no. Oh yeah, I have to delete the top. I got confused. Very, very confused. Delete this one. And also I have to avoid all these errors like in the eyes. So imagine doing this by hand, trying to actually place each hair strand on its place. That's what I'm very concerned if I didn't use this tool. I'm not that convinced on the front right now. I can't pick why I'm not convinced, but for now I think I'm going to leave the hair as it is. I actually can join shapes because they are already in their place. For now, I'm going to leave it like this, not move anything else. And also I'm going to be putting these things in the ignore tab. Ignore. Okay. So I think the model is ready to the next step, that is going to be UVs. And for the UVs, I'm thinking, like I said, doing individual UVs in this case, not like in other instances that I do everything on the same, just because I want more detail on the model, to have each part to have a 2048 size texture, because maybe this model is going to be like a portfolio model, more advanced, more a more advanced and more polished model. Well, with time, because only 2 hours is not enough. But I wanted to leave the model ready for Vrchat, at least for the stream. So right now, in terms of shapes, what I'm lacking is this front shape and the apron to make it actually bigger. Something like that. I actually can move the hair one by one, or do a shape, general shape movement, because maybe I want to make it closer to my original sketch. I think this is the problem that I'm feeling, that this part is not following the shape. And this one too. Move. What a weird glitch. Okay, I think that is better for me. That's what I was kinda worried about, that it didn't look right for me. There you go. Hide the baldness. Thank you, Natsuro, for watching. Thank you for passing by too. I'll see you on the next stream. No. Oops. I moved something that didn't mean to. Let's fix it real quick. Nothing to see here. There you go. Okay, that's way much better than I have it. Now it looks better from any angle, and I only have to create, what else to say? Okay, this is mirror. This is mirror 2. This thing is mirror 2. This thing is mirror 2. This one is mirror 2, but actually I want to... I'm thinking on mixing some of the textures, like the sleeves and the socks going to be on the same, the dress, the bow, maybe the apron, all the head features, and lastly the body itself is going to be on the same. Actually, she has now underwear. She's also mirrored. She has the shoes. Actually, these ones, they... I can make it low poly. And actually, I don't know if I want the white. I want them to be white. I have to check more references for colors. Okay, okay. This, the underwear and the sleeves are going to be on the same. These parts, the dress, the apron, and the bow. Is it mirror too? Yes. Bow, dress, apron.